and there has been a lot of work put into why is this name and this value proposition. How did you come up with it?
So I want you to imagine, maybe 1 a.m. Everyone has had that 1 a.m. moment where maybe you're in front of the TV or working really late, right? Yeah. Then your stomach starts to... Right then and there you think, okay, can I have that bag of potato chips? Or that decadent chocolate cake from Starbucks or wherever, And you relate that cake maybe to a 40-minute run you're going to do tomorrow because of that cake, right? That feeling, we're supposed to have a healthy relationship with food. We're supposed to, we have such busy lives. Everyone leads, you're going to worry about your food, what you're putting in your body, what's in it. That's why we've created Guiltless, because we want people to have the peace of mind, that healthy relationship with, healthy snacking and desserts.
So in terms of the stage of the business right now, yeah. Where are you at and what is your next step?
Where we at right now is we have the base recipe down and our flagship product, which is the decadent chocolate cake that I mentioned earlier. Our next steps are to work on the packaging of the product so that we can address the shelf life and the way it's, it keeps its shape, and it's an easy way for us to get it into the hands of our consumers. And alongside that, we're also working on the next line of products, either going to snackables, different flavors, and so on.
So what's your roadmap on marketing strategy?
So what we're going to start with when we launch is single retail stores and catering events probably. So we want to keep it to this first, in the first phase, because it's like a test phase. We want to go to stores, we'll talk to the business owners and put the items on their shelves and actually even communicate with them what their customers feel. Because it's harder to do this with a statewide or nationwide retailer, the big brands, because you don't have that intimate connection. So at least we can iterate through this. And then eventually, the dream is state and nationwide retail. Yeah. This might be interesting actually. So we did talk to a few healthy food grocers, so the business owners, and then we asked them, so what do you look for? How do you get your brands? How do you get your products? The 2 or 3 things that she said were the most important were, number 1, how it looks in the packaging. All marketers know if it doesn't look good outside, then you're gonna prejudge the inside. Number 2 is actually they really look for the story behind the brand. So I think it has to be a good story. It has to be cohesive with everything together, all together. And lastly, I know shelf life was also a big thing, because how long are they keeping on their shelves or inside the refrigerator, for example, and how long does it ideally rotate through? What's the cycle time? What's the lead time before it gets, the shelves have to be replaced. So that's what they said.
All comes down to managing expectations. It's balancing what your product can deliver and the needs of your consumer. First thing you would really have to do is understand who your customer is, right? Building that persona and seeing and visualizing what that person looks like, how old they are, male, female, and by building this persona, you understand also how this person behaves in their life, right? What their problems are, what makes them happy, what makes them sad, where they hang out online. And this gives you an idea of where you can reach them, right? And second is looking at your product and then seeing what you can actually deliver, either through the product itself, the process and of delivering that product or service, right? And then matching that to your persona.
I think also a big mistake that a lot of people make, and I've done this in the past, is to say that you don't need marketing. The product will sell itself. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because if you can't catch people's attention, then you're never gonna get it sold. It could be the best cake, pizza, machine, 3D printer in the world, but if you don't advertise it well,
I agree.
Nobody would know anything about it.
Yeah, out of sight, out of mind.
Yep,
exactly.
That's a good way to put it.
So thank you for giving all those great insights, and I'm looking forward to have plenty of those delicious brownies that you make.